Hey Magda. Namaste everyone.
Namaste. Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Namaste.
Namaste Kate. Is this your first time to come in this class?
I started last month, but I cut back to half and half because of the time zone. So I've
Okay.
got to catch some up because it's quite late.
Okay, where are you from?
I'm in New Zealand.
All right. So this is your alignment class and vinyasa class. We'll combine both of them together. So in the beginning, we'll start with warm up, and then once you get enough warmed, then we get into the peak pose, and then we'll talk about that particular asanas alignment. Okay. Just sit in any comfortable pose.
Sorry?
Sit in any comfortable pose and close your eyes. Now take a deep breath in and long exhale out. Inhale. And then exhale. We will start with 3 times Om together, chanting. Take a deep breath in. Now take a few moments here to observe your breath, your body posture. Now join your hands together in front of your heart center. Now bow your head down to the God. And open your eyes while blinking. And namaste to everyone. So let's begin. Just find yourself into the tabletop. Now press your palms into the floor, into your mat. With the next inhalation, we'll lift our head up, lift your head up, and then exhale, lower your head down, hump on your back. Push your hips forward. Inhale, again lift your head up, make an arch on your back, look up high, and then exhale, lower your head down, hump on your back. Inhale, head up, look up high to the ceiling. Exhale, lower your head down, hump on your back. Push your hips forward. One more time, lift your head up. And then exhale, tuck your toes under, reach your hips high for the downward facing dog. Now pedal out your legs one by one. So this is your downward facing dog in yoga. Now drop your knees down and then chest down, chin down on the floor for Ashtanga Namaskar. Now walk your knees forward. Keep walking your knees forward and reach your hips high at the peak of this Ashtanga Namaskar. Normalize your breath. Inhale, swing yourself forward for the Cobra pose, Bhujangasana. Exhale, roll back on your toes for the mountain or downward facing dog. Again, pedal out your legs one by one. Again, drop your knees down, chest down, and chin down on the floor. Look front. Now take your right leg back up in the air. Make your toes pointed, and then hold for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, swing forward for the cobra pose, Bhujangasana. Open up your chest, and then exhale, roll back on your toes for the downward facing dog. Now once again, we'll drop our knees, chest, and chin on the floor. Walk your knees forward. Now lift your left leg up in the air, make your toes pointed, reach up high. Hold there for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, again swing forward for the cobra pose. Keep your elbows bent. Exhale, roll back on your toes for the downward facing dog. Pedal out your legs one by one. Now press your palms on the floor and then jump forward for the halfway look up. Spine straight. Exhale, completely bend down. Lower your head down. Stretch your spine. Now grab your elbows together and then move your spine side to side. Keep on moving for 5, 4. Keep on moving. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, halfway look up, spine straight. And then exhale again, completely bend forward. Now open your legs more than hip width apart. Now open your legs more than hip width apart. And then grabbing your elbows together. And then while inhaling, come up high. Exhale, forcefully down. Inhale again, come up high. Exhale, push down. Inhale high. And then exhale, come down. Okay? No need to come all the way up. Just do not come all the way up. You just need to come up high into the 90-degree angle and then come down. Okay? Inhale and then exhale. Keep on moving repetitively for 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Inhale, again halfway look up, look front, and then press your right hand on the floor in the center, and then bend your right leg at the knee. Right hand on the floor, bend your right leg at the knee, and then stretch your left hand up over the head. Look up high to the ceiling. Hold there. 1. Look up high. 2. And 3. Exhale, completely bend forward. Now place your left hand on the floor in the center. Bend your left leg at the knee, and then stretch your right hand up over the head. 1, 2, 3. Exhale, again bend forward. Inhale, halfway look up. And then exhale, walk your both hands forward. Just look at me here. So while walking your hands forward, do not shift your body weight onto your hands. Okay, make sure your body weight is sustained in your legs, and then you are just keep crawling your hands forward. Okay, palms are only for the slight support. Keep stretching and push your hips back, and then hold. 5, 4, lengthening your spine. 3, 2, 1. Now bend your knees, stretch your arms for the chair pose, Utkatasana. Reach your arms up Now join your hands together in front of your heart center. Now hook your right elbow on your left knee and then twist your spine. Look up high to the other side. Keep your elbows bent, knees bent, and then hold for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale again for the chair pose, Utkatasana, and then exhale on the other side. Hook your left elbow on your right knee, look up high to the ceiling, and then hold for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale again, come up high into the chair pose. Exhale, press your hands on the floor. Inhale, halfway look up. Exhale, press your palms and jump back to Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Now pedal out your legs one by one. Keep on stretching your legs. Keep on stretching your hips and your hamstring together. Again, drop your knees down, chest down, and chin down on the floor. Inhale, swing yourself forward. And then exhale, roll back onto your toes for the downward facing dog. Now, from here, just take your right leg up in the air, all the way high. Exhale, step your right leg forward between your both hands. Drop your back knee on the floor. Drop your back knee, and then place your both hands on your front knee. Now push your hips forward and then open up your chest. Now lift your head up and then open up your chest. Engaging through your abdomen, pull your chest up. Exhale, hands on the floor. Now pull your toes back, lower your head down, stretch your front leg, and then hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now inhale, swing forward back to the previous position. Asvasanchalana, horse riding pose. Very nice. Exhale again, press your hands on the floor and step back to the plank. Now drop your knees down, chest down, and chin down on the floor. Inhale, swing yourself forward for the cobra pose, Bhujangasana. Exhale, roll back on your toes for the downward facing dog. Now take your left leg up in the air, all the way high. Exhale, left leg forward between your hands, and then drop your back knee down on the floor. Push your hips down, place your both hands on your front knee, and then open up your chest. Look up high to the ceiling, and then exhale, place your both hands either side of your front leg. Now extend your front leg back, move your hips back, and then hold. No. From here, press your hands and then extend your leg and lower your head down. Pull your toes back towards you, and then stretch your front leg at the knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, swing forward, push your hips down, and then exhale, send your left leg back for the plank. Drop your knees down, chest down, and chin down on the floor. Ashtanga Namaskar. Inhale, swing forward for the cobra pose, Bhujangasana. And then exhale, roll back into the downward facing dog. Now drop your knees down, rest in child pose. Relax there. Okay, now find yourself into the tabletop. Now inhale, lift your head up, make an arch on your back, look up high to the ceiling. Exhale, lower your head down, hump on your back. Push your hip forward. Very nice. Inhale, again lift your head up. And then exhale, lower your head down, hump on your back. Push your hips forward. One more time, inhale, head up. Look up high. Exhale, head down, hump on your back. For the last time, lift your head up, make an arch on your back, look up high. Exhale, bring your spine back to the neutral position of the tabletop. Okay, now from here, send your legs back to the plank. Now again, drop your knees down, chest down, chin down on the floor. Inhale, swing forward for the cobra pose, Bhujangasana. And then exhale, roll back on your toes for the downward facing dog. Now press your hands, jump forward for the halfway look up. Exhale, completely bend down. Inhale, take your hands high over the head. And then exhale, again bend forward. Place your hands on the floor. Inhale, halfway look up. And then exhale, jump back to Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. Exhale, roll back on your toes for the downward facing dog. Stay there for 5 Ujjayi breaths. 1, 4, and 5. Now jump forward for the halfway look up. Exhale, again bend down. Inhale, stretch your arms up over the head. And then exhale, again bend forward, hands on the floor. Inhale, halfway look up. Exhale, jump back to Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. And hold there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now jump forward for the halfway look up. And then exhale, completely bend down. Inhale for the Urdhva Vriksasana, take your arms up for the tree pose. And then exhale, Samastiti, release your hands down. So from here, today we're going to talk about that back bend. Okay, I feel like you are enough warmed with your spine. Are you guys warmed up? Okay, just thumbs up, then I'll answer.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we're going to talk about that back bend. Okay, how are we supposed to bend back? See, we do have like a spine here. Here it is divided into different segments. First is your cervical region, then we have thoracic region, then lower back is called lumbar, and coccyx, sacrum or coccyx. Okay, so basically what happens in your lumbar region, we do have stability there, because see, when I say stability, there should be only 2 movements. Let's suppose, let's say for instance, we do have stability on our elbow. We can only move our elbow, extend or flex. We cannot rotate. If you're rotating, it's likely coming from the top of your humerus bone. Okay, so when we do have stability in our joint, so that will have only 2 actions. These are extension and flexion. So same thing happens in your lumbar region. We do have stability there. We can only extend or flex. We cannot twist. Okay, so if you're twisting from here, so what do you feel like? Where are you twisting from? From the upper body or upper spine or lower spine? Twist back, twist your spine back, upper one. Okay, so we, yeah, so maybe you must have thought of like you are twisting from the lower region, but actually it does not happen. Okay, so it should always twist from the upper region. Okay, if you're twisting from the lower region, then you will definitely fall into injury if once you twist from the lower region. All right, so that is why we have to be enough conscious while bending back or whenever we are twisting. So most of the like back pain that happens in your lumbar region, because we do have stability there, we need to just build the strength. We do not need to build this like increase the flexibility. We need to build the strength in our lumbar region. Okay, because the entire body weight is like the entire body weight is is bear by your lower back. It's not bear by your upper region or with your over your knee. It's usually bear by your lower back. Okay, so that's why we just need to have that enough strength in our lower back so that we can uh, bear that entire body weight. All right, so see, whenever we are bending back, it will be very easy from the thoracic region, but if you're bending back from the lumbar region, you will have like difficulty there. You may fall into injury. All right, so let's understand this by doing the posture. Everyone please stand up straight. Now take your arms up over the head and now bend back. Now bend back and then hold for 3 counts. 2 and 1. Now release down. Now release down. So did you find difficulty to hold into this posture? If yes, then okay. So what are we supposed to do? We have, see, alignment means to have the maximum benefit of the posture by holding it for long period of time. Okay. But in this posture, if you're bending from the lumbar region, you will definitely have, like you cannot hold there more than 5 counts or 10 counts. So in order to maximize the benefits of the posture, we have to hold there for long period of time, right? So in this posture, you are bending from the lumbar region right now, but now we are going to bend from the thoracic region. How are we going to bend back from the thoracic region? Any idea, guys, you have? Like this? Yeah. No, no, no. Again, you are bending from the lumbar region. Okay. So, so yeah, just bend back. How you will bend? See, again, you are pushing your hips forward. So whenever you want to bend from the thoracic region, we are supposed to keep our hips stable right above our ankle. It should not be pushed forward. If it's pushed forward, then definitely you will have like a lot of pressure on your lumbar region. Okay, so no need to shift your like body weight onto your lumbar region because it already have got enough body weight. Okay, so whenever you are bending back, make sure your hips are stable. You're not pushing forward from your hip. Okay, now look at me, then you will understand it better. Am I visible to everyone? See, if I'm pushing my hip forward and bending back, now I will have a lot of compression on my lumbar region. If I don't push my hip back and then bend back from my thoracic region, now I will not have that compression on my lumbar region. Okay, so because we do have stability here, we cannot like play with our lumbar region. If you're playing with your lumbar region, see if uh, if we do have stability in our any particular joint, let's suppose our elbow, if you're playing with your elbow, like you're moving your elbow like this and moving out and out, so definitely it may break. All right, so that is why whenever we are bending back, we are supposed to bend from the thoracic, the lumbar region will be come after. Okay, so once you are enough flexible from the thoracic region, Then we will move on to the lumbar region. Okay. So that's what we need to understand and keep in our mind. So like, again, take your hands
Sir,
up.
can you please explain what is thoracic and what is lumbar region?
This is your thoracic region till here. Okay. Now, if you're coming down, so now it's your lumbar region. Okay. Lower back is your lumbar region. Upper back is your thoracic region.
Okay, thank you, sir.
So now pull up your chest and then look front. Do not push your hips forward. Take your hands up. Take your hands up. And then do not push your hips forward and just open up your chest. Open up your chest. So did you feel the difference? How you're bending now? Now from here, we'll grab our elbows. Just grab your elbows together. Grab your elbows and then push your elbows back. And then lift your head up, look front. And then stay there. Stay there. And then open up your chest. Now exhale, bend forward, hands on the floor. Now inhale, halfway look up. And then exhale, press your palms, jump back to Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. Very nice. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good job. Now from here, drop your knees down, chest down, and chin down on the floor. See, again, you are bending from the thoracic region. Okay. So here in this Ashtanga Namaskar, we'll have that nice extension in our thoracic region. Just keep pushing your chest down and reach your tailbone high. Okay, your tailbone means your hips. Just reach your hips high and walk your knees forward. And then hold there. Hold there and then hold. 5, 4, stay there. 3, 2, 1. Now swing forward for the cobra pose, Bhujangasana. And then exhale. See, once again, we will do cobra pose. We'll understand cobra pose, how are we supposed to do it. So your hips should be on the floor and your elbows should be bent in this cobra pose. Bend your elbows, lower your hips down, hips completely down, lower abdomen also supposed to come down. Yeah, this is your cobra pose. Okay, again, we have to sustain that extension in our thoracic region. Supposed to transfer that body weight into our lower back. Okay, in this cobra pose, make sure you're bending from the thoracic region only. And hold there. 3, 2, open up. 1, and then exhale, roll back into your toes, and then downward facing dog. Pedal out your legs one by one. Again, drop your knees down, chest down, chin down on the floor. Inhale, swing forward for the cobra pose, Bhujangasana. Open up your chest and then hold. 5, pull your chest high, lower belly should be on the floor. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now exhale, again roll over your toes for the downward facing dog. So are you guys having that extension, nice extension on your thoracic region?
Yes.
Okay. So make sure that is not transferred into your lower back. If it's transferring into lower back, then there is something that we are doing wrong. Okay. Okay, so from here, we will do extended puppy pose. Drop your knees down on the floor, like a tabletop, and then extend your arms forward. Okay, just look at me here. So this is your tabletop, and then extend your arms forward, and then lower your chest down. Look front, and feel that extension on your thoracic region and in your underarms. Very nice. And then hold there. 5. Keep on stretching your spine. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, and then exhale back to the center. So this is your, see, if you are going for any vinyasa class, so if it is said that it's your heart opening class, then it's going to be your upper back openness. Okay, the same thoracic openness. Okay, so these are your preparatory poses that you can do for those heart opening sequence. Right, so whenever you want to have that heart opening sequence or thoracic region openness, then you just need to look forward. If you're looking back, then you will have extension on your lumbar region. So let's do it one more time, then you will understand better. Let's do cobra pose once again. Now lift your chest up, pull your chest all the way up. Now try to extend your arms, press your palms, and then reach your chest up, completely up, high. Yes. So now the moment when you look up high to the ceiling or lift your head up completely, then you will have that extension on your lumbar region. But if you just keep looking forward and pulling your chest up and pulling that, sustaining that elevation from your chest, then it will be remain in your thoracic region. Okay. So if the moment when you're looking up, it will transfer into your lower back. The moment when you're holding that position, you're sustaining that elevation from the chest, it will be your on your thoracic region. Okay. And now from here, now roll back to the child pose. And then relax for a while. Now from here, we will do counter poses, forward bends. Okay. So do you guys have any questions about this back bend? Did you understand everything about this back bend? If you have any doubts, so please let me know. Okay, so let's do counter poses. Now sit up straight into Dandasana. Extend your legs forward. Okay, now we will do Paschimottanasana. Grab your big toes with your both hands and then look front. Extend your legs forward. Pull your chest up. And then exhale, bend your elbows, lower your head down. Stretch your spine. And then hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Again, hands up over the head. And then exhale, press your palms. Now bend your knees and then reach your hips high for the reverse tabletop. Squeeze your butt in, engage your lower back, and then hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now release your hips down. See, you may have felt in like normally whenever we do back bend, we do have a lot of pain in our spine. So if you are bending from the thoracic region, you will not have any pain in your spine. If you guys have pain on your spine, then definitely we did something wrong there. Okay. So do you guys have pain in your spine?
No, but in the
No, it is like if it is good pain, then it's fine. But there is a difference, like good pain and bad pain. You will understand bad pain and good pain too. You just need to observe. If it is like just like normal, then it's fine. But if it's hurting your lower back, then there is something bad there. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, Kritanjali ji, what were you
yes,
saying?
no, so
Okay.
Sir,
So do you like this heart opening sequence? Yeah.
sir, last month when I had done like Ashtanga series, I had like pain on the thoracic region, and it was there for like more than a week. So is it because I'm doing something wrong, or is it because like I'm doing
No, no,
stretching
in
exercises?
thoracic region, maybe it was your lumbar region, because in
It was
thoracic
not
region,
down. It was like halfway, like in between, like half.
see, let me show you where is thoracic region. So this is your this is till here, it's your thoracic region, and now this is your lumbar region. Okay. So till here we do have thoracic region till here. So we can
Okay.
if I'm twisting back, I'm twisting from the here. I'm not twisting from a lumbar region.
Okay.
Okay. If I'm bending back like this, now it's your thoracic region. If I'm bending like this, now it's your lumbar region.
Okay. I think I had pain on the thoracic region.
No, it was your lumbar region, definitely. Because if you're bending from the thoracic region, because it does have mobility. Let's suppose if you're moving your wrist,
Yeah.
okay, if you're moving your wrist all the way around, then you will feel that openness in your joints, and it will be like it will be good stretch, and it will be this is called mobility basically. Okay, so it will definitely be a good stretch. If it's hurting, that means if your elbow is hurting, then there is something wrong you have done in this. But in the mobility joint, then we do not usually have that pain. Okay, so maybe that was a lumbar region. It could
So
be.
it was definitely way up the navel, so it can't be lumbar region.
All right. So maybe you did something wrong there. So see, whenever you have back pain, so just stop right there and then hold there or rest your body for some time. Okay.
Okay, if it's like it's not going on for a few days, so do we need to stop for a few days before starting
Yeah,
again?
we are supposed to hold for few days. See,
Okay.
what is the tendency of our body is whenever we are see if you are practicing regularly, then you will not have that much flexibility. You won't easily find that flexibility. But if you are doing for 1 week, then resting for 2 days, again doing for 1 week, resting for 2 days, then it will increase the flexibility. Because our muscles also need stress, like rest. If you do not rest there, then it will definitely keep on like tearing, then it won't have time to recover.
Okay, so we shouldn't be doing the Ashtanga for like every day.
See, in the beginning we are supposed to do it like 3 days or 4 days in a week, not every day. But once you are flexible, if you get habitual of doing ashtanga, then you may do it every day. That's fine. But
Okay, thank you, sir.
nobody does every day.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay. Do you guys have any other question?
can we perform the last asana again? That
Which one?
backward.
Uh, okay,
This one.
On the
reverse
reverse
tabletop.
tabletop.
Reverse tabletop. Okay. So that was a reverse tabletop. Just bend your knees and then reach your hips high and lower your head down.
Where are the hand? Outside or inside?
Your
Twisted.
hands are inside. Your fingertips pointing forward towards your knee, towards your
Okay.
feet. Yeah.
Do we have to be parallel to the ground or like
Yeah. Parallel.
okay. Looking upward?
Yeah, looking upward or look back, completely back.
Roll the neck.
Yeah, roll your neck.
Oh. It's good.
Yeah, well done, Kritanjali.
Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you so much for joining me here. So let's finish today's session with one Om followed by Three Shanti. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Join your hands together in front of your heart center. Now bend your head forward. Pray to the God for today. Thanks to the God for today's energy, for today's practice. Open your eyes while blinking. And namaste to everyone. See, I'm doing my class, so only
Namaste.
because I have got cold, I cannot talk too much. All right. So just enjoy your day, enjoy your evening. Bye bye. See you tomorrow.
Thank you. See you
Yes,
tomorrow.
sir.
Bye bye.
Enjoy.
Thank you.